Hey everyone, I've been given an opportunity with an ambassador spot at Coffee Brand Coffee. If you enjoy coffee without politics, try them out. Great coffee, no gimmicks. I haven't tried them out yet, but I'm waiting on my order to come through. Um, Basically, with them being such a new company, they have a lot of sales and a lot of reviews. But most importantly, they've accepted me into their ambassador program, and this is a huge step forward for my content. This is not an ad. They're not paying for these comments. They're not endorsing me to say these things in any way, shape, or form. But I'm doing so out of my pure gratitude for the company giving me this opportunity. Um, the short answer is go to coffeebrandcoffee.com, use promo code AllStarScrubz at checkout to get a 5% off discount. And thank you, Coffee Brand Coffee, and thank you, Jeremy, for helping me move forward with my content. This means the world to me. Start recording. Reset. Yeah, so I was going through my YouTube and I came across a video from a YouTuber that I love, Shady Durags, and he tipped me off to this, and now I'm really sad and really heartbroken. Like, this gentleman was probably a huge contributor to who I am and how I operate and how I choose to think, all jokes aside. I make jokes all the time with my best friends that Dale Gribble is my spirit animal, and I identify with him more than I do any other fictional character 9 times out of 10 because of the sheer absurdity of who he is and how he chooses to operate. And we lost another major key member of this TV show. It's bad enough we lost Brittany Murphy, and a part of King of the Hill died with Luann. But now we're probably not going to have Dale Gribble if the show ever makes it to air again. But it's just this is sad. Like, this hurts a lot. Johnny Hardwick, who voiced Dale Gribble on King of the Hill, dies at 64. Voice actor and comedian. Voice actor and comedian Johnny Hardwick, best known for voicing Dale Gribble in the animated sitcom King of the Hill, has died, authorities confirms. Hardwick, 64, was found deceased at his home in Austin, Texas. Go figure. In early evening on Tuesday, during an urgent welfare check, police told HuffPost. Fuck you guys. No foul play is suspected. His cause of death will be determined by the local medical examiner's office, which will not immediately respond to a request for comment Friday. Classic old school Dale before they changed up his color palette. I love it. That's the original. Johnny Hardwick voiced Dale Gribble on King of the Hill. Hardwick was memorialized as one of the animation greats in a statement released by 20th Century Television Animation on Hulu, which ordered a reboot of King of the Hill in January. Johnny Hardwick was an incredibly beloved member of King of the Hill, family whose tremendous talents, brilliant humor, and friendship will be deeply missed by all who were fortunate enough to work with him over the past 25 years. Read the statement provided to the media. His voice gave life to one of our most iconic characters. He will truly be missed. Hardwick had reportedly not completed his voice work for the show's revival before his death. Some of the King of the Hill cast is pictured in 2005 in the back row from left to right. Kathy, I'm not even going to try. Peggy, Stephen Root, Bill, classic. Creator and executive producer Mike Judge, Hank. Guest voice David Herman and Johnny Hardwick Dale in the front row from left to right. Lauren, Tom, Min. Brittany Murphy, Luann, she's dead. Ashley Gardner, Nancy. Toby Huss, Cotton and Con. And voice Tom Petty, Lucky. Yep. The Texas native lent his talents to more than 250 episodes of the 13-season series. The hit show ran from 1997 to 2010 and earned 2 Primetime Emmys. In addition to his voice work, Hardwick was a writer, editor, and producer on the program. His character of Dale is a chain-smoking, sunglass-wearing exterminator, bounty hunter, and conspiracy theorist who lives next door to his best friend, propane accessories salesman Hank Hill, and the fictional town of Arlen. Hardwick said he was initially hired as a writer for the show, but because his stand-up comedy experience, he was invited to consider voicing a character. He said, locked into the Dale guy, or he said he locked into the Dale guy, and it became the only role he wanted to audition for. I'll play that in a moment. In the pilot script, he's just talking about the government, and I was really sort of into that myself, Hardwick said. After the series ended, he continued voicing Dale in videos on his YouTube channel. Several King of the Hill cast members paid tribute to Hardwick on social media following news of his death. Pamela Adlon, who won an Emmy voicing Bobby Hill on the series, shared a photo Thursday on Instagram of herself with Hardwick and others from the show during what she said was the last time all together. Oh, that's heartbreaking. The last time we were all together, Johnny is behind Dave playing on the phone. We were in San Francisco for Sketchfest having a reunion. This was happy, bittersweet time without Brittany and Tom Petty and Dennis Berkeley. Johnny was the most unique, tender-hearted, dirty-footed, sneakily talented, mercurial creature. The memories are deep and long. Shasha, Wingo. Pocket sand! Pocket sand! Johnny was the most unique, tender-hearted, dirty-footed, sneakily talented, mercurial creature, she wrote. The memories are deep and long. Brecken Meyer, who voiced Dale's son on the show, also remembered Hardwick in a social media post, writing, was lucky enough to have Johnny Hardwick as my pop's Dale for almost a decade. He will be so damn missed. Oh. That's so sad. And then we're going to pop over to here and see what this has to say. Johnny Hardwick recorded lines for King of the Hill revival prior to death. A recent report from TV Line suggests that the prior sudden passing earlier this month, actor Johnny Hardwick has done some recording for Dale Gribble for the planned King of the Hill revival. How much of the King of the Hill revival did Hardwick work on? The report notes that Hardwick, who played Gribbles for the entirety of the hit comedy series, had completed work on a couple of episodes of the revival, which is set to arrive on Hulu at some point in the future. As of now, it's unclear whether or not the series creators Mike Judge and Greg Daniels will be looking to replace Hardwick with a sound-alike for any future episodes, as shows like Rick and Morty plan to do for the creator Justin Roiland. Fuck Rick and Morty. Representatives for 20th Century Animation and Hulu declined to comment on just how much Hardwick had worked on their series, though they did issue a joint statement on what Hardwick meant to the series. Johnny Hardwick was an incredibly beloved member of the King of the Hill family, whose tremendous talent, brilliant humor, and friendship will be deeply missed by all who were fortunate enough to work with him over the past 25 years. Our deepest condolences go out to his friends and family as we mourn the loss of one of animation's greats. His voice gave life to one of our most iconic characters, and he was truly missed. Hardwick passed away last week. Texas law enforcement was called to the home Hardwick on Tuesday for a welfare check when they discovered him. No foul play is suspected in the death, and is currently unclear the cause of death at this time. The King of the Hill revival will once again be executive produced by Daniels and Judge, with the latter also returning to the voice in his role of Hank Hill. The project is produced by 20th Television Animation and Bandera Entertainment. Is this a different article? Maybe. Johnny Hardwick completed a couple of episodes of Hulu's forthcoming King of the Hill revival prior to his death earlier this month. Hardwick and Hank's neighbor chain smoking for series remains unclear for if another actor didn't know shit. Reps 20th Johnny Hardwick was an incredibly beloved member. Fortunate enough to have had 25 years. Previous reported. Police recalled Hardwick's on a welfare check rolled out. King of the Hill, 13 seasons, blah blah blah. And a propane salesman in addition. Story continues. You didn't really rehash any important information that I can tell. No, that's all I can dig up. So yeah, that's depressing. Let's watch this.
The first time I thought it really came together on King of the Hill was actually Dale, Johnny Hardwick doing Dale.
You know what they say Ford stands for, don't you? Stands for fix it again, Tony.
Well, I was hired as a writer on the show. I kind of sat in on a bunch of auditions, and they had seen some tapes of me. I used to do stand-up, and Mike said he might be interested in me doing a voice. And I kind of locked into this Dale guy. That was sort of the only thing I wanted to audition for, because in the pilot script, he's just talking about the government, and I was really sort of into that myself.
Hey, I know what's wrong with your truck. It's your quote-unquote pollution control. I heard on talk radio you don't even need them. They're just naked government plot.
I kind of locked into this guy after looking at this sort of William S. Burroughs sort of thing. And sort of like a guy who thinks he's sort of Nicholson like he thinks he's really cool. So I just kind of started going from that attitude. And it just kind of, you know, I guess it worked.
Oh. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. But yeah, no, I was just kind of getting lost in my own thoughts because it's like King of the Hill was a huge part of my childhood. Like I grew up watching King of the Hill and Simpsons and Futurama and all these things, and these are key parts of my development. A lot of my thinking, a lot of the way I view the world, a lot of the way that I act is based around what I learned from these shows. I mean, we all don't want to admit that we were raised by the television, but we were raised by the fucking televisions. And I feel so stupid for getting emotional over a parasocial relationship around a person that isn't real. But it's like people not throwing shots at religion, but people put all their hearts and souls into their faith, and that's a person that's not real in the conventional sense. And so it's like I don't feel like I should be as upset or feel as off because I'm actually genuinely sad by this because like this hurts. Like this actually hurts. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm honestly fighting back tears because what the fuck? The Rusty Report by Rusty Reject. How did I not know this channel existed? I'm so sad. He's doing Rusty Shackleford things. Oh my god, I'm so bad.
Oh, hey, Johnny, I was just signing something for a fan. And see here, I'm almost done. What is left? Almost done. Anyway, it was funny when I saw Nancy Pelosi signing the impeachment letters because I'm always done my signature. All done? I've always done my signature the exact same way. See? So I thought that was interesting because, and you know, last time I was at Comic Con, it's the fans that come first, is what I'm saying, and that's why. And these may not be exactly a Sharpie, say, but it'll be something that I don't know. These are, I'm going to make these available to the fans. And I also wanted to thank all my subscribers. That's why I did this. To thank my subscribers and my fans. And for my fans, I'm going to make these pens available that I touched when I was signing my signature. So I touched them.
Oh.
When I was signing my signature.
Oh.
Like my mortgage or something like that. So
Oh.
these are $125, which is that basically covers mailing costs. And I just really appreciate you guys watching, but these will be available soon. So in fact, I got a couple of days too. So I'm gonna have a lot of these. I'm gonna run to all these people now.
Oh, wow. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. 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 So, I'm not gonna make any statements to respect the dead and not cast aspersions or sound as if I'm casting aspersions, but I have a strong suspicion why he passed away. At least two good ideas, and it makes it that extra level of sad. Fuck.
Testing one.
Jesus!
Imagine there's no orange and everything that rhymes. No guy named Julius, think about it, and no lemons and no rhymes with rhymes. Think about it later. Imagine all the people living straight for or whatever that guy is over there. Imagine there's no playground. Is it hard to do? Nothing too shrill or too prideful, and no fox news too. Imagine all the people living like not in pieces, pieces which are orange. In the say I'm a dream, tell the dreamer, that I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be a one.
What a strange, strange man.
I wonder if you can. No need for three a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people.
Oh, I don't know. I got nothing left for this. This is kind of just where I'm gonna have to leave it. I guess I'll just finish on this and just simply state that, like, a piece of the world died with this gentleman, and it will never be the same again. And I'll probably never be the same again. Never hearing this man's voice, never hearing the crazy shit that comes out of his mouth. All I can say is, Johnny Hardwick, I really hope you find wherever it is you're trying to go to, my friend, and I really hope that whatever it is that you are happy with where you are, because I promise you I'm not happy, and so many others are not now that you're gone. There is a huge hole in our lives that will never be filled again, and it's selfish to sit here and languish on the idea of how miserable I am, and when in all actuality, you're probably in a better place and happy, wherever that may be. I love and miss you, my man, and maybe I'll get a chance to cross your path someday in the future. But just rest easy, my friend, rest easy.